It really looks like bacon, doesn't it?
It does.
Hence the name, cave bacon.
See?
They're also apex predators, so what that means is they're at the top of their food chain, and anything they do consume, they consume all of.
Hello everybody, today we're going to Penn Caves, and in Penn Caves there is a cave which is filled with water, so you can ride a boat and see the amazing cave and rock formations. So join me along the journey to see everything Penn Caves can offer.
Now, something I wanted to mention to you guys is that I am fully vaccinated, so I was given permission to take my mask off. If it's okay with everyone, so you can hear me a bit better.
That's fine.
All right. So the cave is mostly made out of limestone. It's the gray colored rock up here. And you'll see it just about anywhere you look. Limestone is great for caves to form because it dissolves pretty easily. And caves form when water comes in through places like holes or cracks. Water mixes with carbon dioxide to form carbonic acid. This acid dissolves away the walls of the cave, but very slowly. It's estimated that this started to take place here about 3 to 5. I'll show you something pretty cool about it too.
It looks like a snake.
It really looks like bacon, doesn't it?
It does.
Hence the name, cave bacon.
When it rains, does water come through the holes in the roof?
Did you say that again?
When it rains, does water come through any of those holes up there?
That's just rainwater that's soaked through the layers of the rocks. It usually takes quite a while. But with more rain, we get more drips. So it's a lot. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so there are a lot more drips today than there are previously. But there are areas of the cave where if it's raining outside, then there's. And when you add the green, you get a rainbow.
Tani dodalim na aksija, dodalim te ličen. Tani dodalim na ličen, dodalim jašt, štetas. Da pa se dobim tam.
Here are a couple of beavers. Not a joke, by the way, these are real beavers.
Real viewers.
They're nocturnal sleep. They just sleep during the day. They don't move around too much. Yeah, they don't mind us. So the really big one has been in and out of the cave for about 3 or 4 years now. And the smaller one only showed up about like 2 months ago or so. When the other one first showed up, she was kind of like skimmish around the boats and stuff, but she doesn't really mind us anymore.
So beautiful.
What's that? Nothing. Сыпано что-то.
Pretty good.
So cool. Was? Wat heb je nou goed?
Vieni morire angry. Want je prendi foto? Ulinikta. Jenny, Josh, look at this. Make a photo. I need a photo. Together? Cool.
The lake is man-made.
Oh, man.
But it's connected.
Mala benim.
Yeah, and it's free.
So this is only.
See how many birds are there?
It's a creek. It's a creek. Like a small river. No, other way around. The cave supply is there. It's pretty unique.
How is it? Cold?
So there are 3 caves in the country that are given fully by government.
Sarah, where are we going?
Where I'm going? There.
So another boat was close enough behind us that I think he'll want us to wait on the lake for him. Just give it a minute or two. That'd be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Alright, going back into the cave, just remember to watch your hands. Gotta get in there like before.
Who lives up at the house right up there?
Oh, this is actually a farm equipment storage here.
Sarah, watch your hand. Don't put it out. Keep it inside.
So if you're on my side of the boat, maybe watch out for Headache Rock right here. Headache Rock has its name for a good reason.
Sarah, you are watch your hand. See, all these things are headache rocks. Gonna hit.
You gonna do that again?
No.
At the entrance? Go to that one?
Oh, no.
Hello. Dakota says he'll wait for you. Yeah, it looks like a shark fin on the ceiling.
Oh.
This is a shark fin. We have the shark teeth.
Oh my god.
There's formations to a radar called cave canopies. These are once flow stones that were connected to a mud bank or a sand pile. The water sand got washed away, which left them free suspended. They're very heavy but full of iron, so they're strong enough to support their weight. These little formations along the ceiling are called soda straw stalactites. Those soda straws are usually narrow and hollow. They grow pretty quickly too. Nature may have years or so. However, I'm burning all those torches down here. It's obviously going to be making a lot of smoke. Now we're underground and pretty bad ventilation here. So the tips of these stalactites are broken off because this was caused from a flood, specifically during Hurricane Agnes. High water brought in tree like sticks and tree branches, which broke off the tips of some of these. And again, here you can see it starting to grow. Part of Penn Cave once again here.
This is the heart of Penn Cave.
Going through here once again, just remember to watch your hands. Left side, if you hadn't done it before, you'll have to duck once again. Just watch out for the same rock right over here, so please don't hit your head. Yeah, this really big rock. I thought that was fun.
Gotta watch your hand, okay? Sarah? You guys are good, Sarah. It's this side.
At the backside view here, the Garden of the Gods. Great opportunity for photos, and some would say it's our best view of cave.
Yep.
I might have to agree.
It is.
So this last room we call the Cathedral Room. It gets its name from the beautiful high arching ceiling. The Statue of Liberty from earlier now looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa behind it. This one here kind of looks like a hippopotamus lying in the ground.
Yep.
And one last one for you. There's an elephant stepping out of the wall. The elephant with his hair covering his face and truncating down. He does have a little bit of runny nose though, so if you do get jerked on, it's water.
That is the end of the cave tour. Now let's move on to the wildlife tour.
Once you sit in front of us, we can sit out the window. Let's walk a little bit further back.
Some of them have branched antlers and some have spiked antlers. So the difference between the two is the spiked antlered ones are 1-year-olds or yearlings. So the reason they have spiked antlers for the first year of their lives is for that first year while they're still maturing, all the nutrients are taken in to the building of their body and making them bigger. Then once they are fully grown after about a year or so, all the nutrients they take in go straight to their antlers. And at that point they can grow 1.5 inches every day. So towards the end of the season, each antler ends up weighing about 40 pounds, with only about 80 pounds of antlers on top of their head. So they have very strong neck muscles, and also must feel amazing when they fall off at the end of the season. But to give you a reference point of how fast they grow, none of them actually had antlers 7 weeks ago.
It's gonna come over here.
Reindeer, Charlotte?
So during the breeding season, the males or bulls also make a special cologne for their females. So usually they'll find a nice pile of mud, urinate in it, and roll all over it. Drives the ladies crazy. And I wouldn't recommend trying it at home. It doesn't have the same effect. But also during the breeding season, they make a noise called a bugle, which sounds like a mix between a trumpet and a clown horn. I'm not going to replicate it for you because you won't want to ruin your days, but it is a very interesting sound to hear. Usually they do it around September to October, so if you come back around that time, you might get to hear it.
I don't think we can pet. Will you just look, okay? He's big, very big.
The lady's crazy. And I wouldn't recommend trying it at home. It doesn't have the same effect. But also during the breeding season, they make a noise called a bugle, which sounds like a mix between a trumpet and a clown horn. I'm not going to replicate it for you because you won't want to ruin your days, but it is a very interesting sound to hear.
See? We just see.
So ram is a name for a male sheep. Do you know that?
No, I never knew that.
Yeah, that's a new thing for me too.
I thought rams were different animals.
Yeah, a big one. Here they fought for like 20 hours. That's what they say. The guy said. I think they are coming for the treats. Yep.
See, he's giving them treats.
Come on.
Oh, they're so excited for treats.
Excited. See?
They're trotty.
Look at those horns.
Yeah.
What do the sheep say, Charlotte? What do sheep say? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetie, over there.
Do they have treats? How many sheep are there, Charlotte?
Sarah, you are inside Jurassic Park right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes? That, he just closed the electrical fence. Did you see? He's coming. Come. Come. They don't know the This is a mix of Spanish cow and Indian cow.
So where antlers fall off every year, horns grow their entire lives. They're also made of keratin, which is the same material or same protein that your fingernails complete with. And when fully grown, they can make it up to about 6 to 7 feet in length from tip to tip, which is about the same width as a bus. So they get very long.
Yep, there's more on that side.
Where's your paw? Show me your paw. Where's your paw? So what we have here are timber wolves. So the timber wolf is a subspecies of the gray wolf. The gray wolf is slightly larger than they are though. But they're quite a pressure of about 750 pounds per square inch. A wolf is double that, or 1,500 pounds per square inch. So to give you a reference point, it only takes 600 pounds per square inch of bite force to snap a femur, which is the strongest bone in the human body. So they could snap a femur as if it were a toothpick. Catch? So with their bites, they also have a curved canine curving in towards the back of their mouths, which allows them to latch onto their prey much more easily. Where a dog has a straight canine, much like a human does, since they evolved to not have to hunt for their prey anymore.
Oh, he's like, some more.
Oh, good job.
So during the wintertime, wolves will also walk in an exact straight line. So they'll put their back paw in the same exact spot they put their front paw in to reduce how many tracks they're leaving behind. So it looks like they're only leaving 2 behind rather than 4 to 6, where a dog walks more haphazardly. So they do that to disguise how many wolves are in a certain pack when they're hunting. So they are very intelligent. Catch?
How old are those 2 wolves right there?
They are 13. So they, so we have 3 of them in here. They're all brothers and sisters. These 2 are females, and then we have another male, but they're all brothers and sisters. They're all 13. But yeah, so they're getting up there.
Do they have like natural, like existing prey in this environment?
Yep. So anything that gets in, they will hunt for too. So usually it's like rabbits, chipmunks, squirrels. So occasionally they'll drag a turkey around during the floor.
See the third wolf?
Everything like that. And then this is our male here. Yeah.
Have you had them since they were pups?
Yes. Yep. Buddy, you a gentleman? You bow. Bow. Good boy.
So they're actually shy.
Oh yeah, they usually are. Yeah.
So they would like avoid a human in the wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you would see one in the wild, they just run away. Yeah, they're not really a danger to humans. Since they're in an enclosed space in here, though, if somebody that they didn't know were to go in there, they would not respond to that very well.
Yeah.
So during the wintertime, wolves will also walk in an exact straight line. So they'll put their back paw in the same exact spot they put their front paw in to reduce how many tracks they're leaving behind. So it looks.
There we go. Hi, buddy. Come here. Hi. Hello. Hi.
You sit.
Good sit.
Come here, buddy.
Foxes.
You sit. So one thing you might notice with themselves, so he's got she's little. But all 3 of these guys here are actually all brothers. Come here, bud. Sit.
Sir, what does the fox say?
Come here, buddy. Come here. You sit.
Raccoon, right?
Yeah. You sit. On your butt. On your butt. Sit. Houdini. Sit.
Houdini?
Yeah.
He escapes a lot.
No, he steals things. He's really good at hiding them. So foxes are also opportunistic omnivores. So what that means is we'll feed them a variety of different vegetables. We'll give them carrots because they're really good for their digestive system. And they'll also eat meat. So each day we give them a meatball of white and lean meats only. We have to make sure it's not red meat though, because red meat's really bad for them. But then they'll also hunt in here, so anything that gets in is fair game. So usually it's birds, squirrels, chipmunks, small rabbits, things like that do get in and usually do get a hold of. Come here. Hi, buddy. You sit. That's it. On your butt. Boy.
What are the other 2's names?
What was that? Oh, yeah, so that one, walking around is Houdini. This one is Zorro. That one is Sly. And then we have another red one, his name is Swiper.
Oh.
Yeah, Swiper! We have 2 gray foxes in here as well that are, their names are Lux and Pip.
The bear gonna sit?
What does that mean?
They get up to about 20, so they're actually pretty old. Here, come here, buddy. So as I'm sure you guys know as well, bears do hibernate. Their hibernation though is not a typical hibernation like what a bat would do. So a bat will hibernate during the winter, but will periodically wake up throughout the winter to eat, drink, and defecate. Bears are actually not going to wake up at all, so their hibernation is called a state of torpor. And during the state of torpor, bears can give birth and nurse to their young. So while completely asleep, that's how they give birth. It must be quite the way to do it. But also during a state of torpor, they'll lose about 30% of their body mass. So our bears will usually make it up to about 600 pounds before they go to sleep for the winter, and usually they'll wake up about 400 pounds. So they are a little bit bigger than they would be in the wild. So in the wild, they'd be about 150 to 350 pounds. Ours are a little bigger though, because their favorite snack is Oreos.
Oreos. Mine too.
Sura, they like Oreos. Huh?
Then something like that also.
So they have slightly longer hind legs than they do forelegs. So going uphill is a bit easier than going downhill for them. But even if you do run downhill away from one, they'll still probably just tumble down and meet you at the bottom. So usually making a lot of noise is what tends to work best. And over there off on the left is that expansion I was talking about earlier. So what we found is that they like to take showers. So what we're doing over there is we're implementing a waterfall system so they can take a shower whenever they want. They do currently have a pool down here at the bottom, but apparently they like showers a little better than baths. And we spoil them, so we get them what they want.
Alright, fair enough.
Can you sit? Sit. Fair enough. Can you sit? You know how to sit. Can you sit? Down here. Can you sit? Come on. Can you sit?
I want to touch you.
Down here.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Can you sit?
Do they really understand what you're saying?
Yeah, he does. He does it better. Sometimes he does it, but usually it's just Oscar that knows how to do it. You lay down. You lay down. Oscar, you there. Maybe I spoke too soon. You lay. Oscar, lay down. Lay down. Good. Any questions about the bears? Whatever you want to call them. They have about 40 different names, so they get a book of world records for the cat community. So they're actually a part of the small cat family. So the large cat family is exclusive to cats that are able to roar, and they're missing a bone in their throat called the hideaway bone that gives them that ability. So what they can do is they can meow, they can purr, they do what's called a whistle meow, which is really cute, so you see how big the cat is coming from it. Now the one walking toward us right now is our male, his name's Apache. His sister Seneca is also in here somewhere as well.
Is it a cat?
And so mountain lions are also apex predators. So what that means is they're at the top of their food chain, and anything they do consume, they consume all of. So that includes brains, bones, guts, seeds, small glasses. They're also apex predators. So what that means is they're at the top of their food chain, and anything they do consume, they consume all of. So that includes brains, bones, guts, seeds, small glasses. It's all gone. So oftentimes they rely on hunting on the ground solitarily.
That's a rock.
And despite their size, they're about 25, 35 pounds in the wild, or in this case 40 pounds. But despite that size, they're fully capable of taking down a full-size white-tailed deer on their own. So one thing that does help them with their hunting is their ability to counter shade.